Hi guys, in this tutorial, I will teach you how to create a job application tracking system sa PyCharm using the custom Tkinter. So, ito yung ginawa kong system and ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano siya gumagana. So, after natin i-fill in lahat ng data dito, is just click the Save Applicant. So, hindi siya na-save and then sabi niya, number is already exist. So, hindi tayo pwede magkapare-pares ng number. So, we need to change the number. Then, save the applicant. Then, data has been inserted. Andito na siya. So, kung gusto naman natin palitan yung name ng applicant natin, for example, we just need to click the data, the specific applicant, then change its name. Then, click update. Na-update na siya. And kung gusto naman natin i-delete yung applicant na gusto natin, just click the specific applicant and then click the delete button. Then, ayun na, na-delete na sila. So, paano nga ba ito gawin? Dito, gumawa ako ng, so first, pupunta tayo dito sa Mi Terminal and then install natin si Custom Tkinter. Dahil ito yung Custom Tkinter na to, ito yung gagamitin natin sa paggawa natin ng Graphic Unit Interface. Then, ito na, after natin siya ma-install, gumawa ko dito ng file, name database, and then import natin si SQL Lite 3, and then, gagawa tayo ng function dito, which is create table. And then, itong function na to is i-connect natin siya dito, and then yung name ng data natin, or yung database natin, is applicant.db. And then, cursor para makapag-interact tayo sa database. And then, gumawa naman tayo ng table. Ito yung table natin, which is nagko-contain siya ng number, name, gender, job title, company, status, date applied. Then, commit changes, and then close. Then, gumawa tayo dito ng function na fetch applicant. And then, itong function na to is i-connect ulit natin siya sa database natin. And then, cursor para makapag-interact tayo. And then, this cursor will select all data from the select all table from the database. And then, fetch the result, then close, then return the applicants, which is these applicants. After this fetch applicant, is gagawa ulit tayo ng function na insert applicant. And then, ito yung nilalaman ni insert applicant, which is yung mga parameters niya, ay itong number, name, gender, job title, company, status, and date apply. And then, connect natin sa ating database, and then cursor, and this cursor is insert into applicants number, name, gender, job title, company, status, date applied. And then, yung mga values nila, which is ito mga question mark, ito yung mga values na yon. Itong nasa baba. So, after that, commit changes, then close. After ng insert applicant is, gagawa ulit tayo ng function, which name, delete, applicant, and then yung number. And then, i-connect ulit natin siya sa ating database. Then, cursor. And then, dito sa cursor naman, i-delete niya yung applicants where number is equal to these values, which is number. Then, commit changes. Then, close. So, next naman is gagawa ulit tayo ng function which name update applicants. And ito yung mga parameter nila. And then, under that, is i-connect natin siya sa ating database ulit. And then, connect cursor. And then, sasabihin natin, update applicant set name is equals to this, which is the name. And then, the gender, the job title, the company, the status, and date apply. Where number is equal to the number. So, kapag yung number niya is same sa kinlik mong number, is makakapag-update tayo ng ating applicant. So, kung may changes, then close the connection. And then, last one is create ulit tayo ng function name number exists and then number. And then, dito sa function na to, i-check niya kung may nag-exist na ba ng number na yon. And then, i-connect natin sa database natin. And then, sasabihin natin na select count where number is equals to the number. And then, dito, sasabihin natin is select count where ID is equals to the where number is equal to the given number. Then, fetch the result and then close and then return the result. As you can see here, we have index 0 is greater than 0. So, kapag yung dalawang applicant is nagmatch yung ID nila, so magiging count nun is 1. And then, ang 1, so magiging 1 is greater than 0 siya. Then, ang result natin is magiging true. So, magre-return yung value ng true. Otherwise naman, kapag hindi naman same ng number yung applicants, and then magka-count lang yon as 0, and then 0 is greater than 0 is false, and then magre-return siya into false. And then the last step is i-call natin itong si create table, which is yung ginawa natin dito. So sa database natin, yun lang yung gagawin natin. And let's try to run this file. So, as you can see, is nag-run siya and walang error. So, after nating makagawa ng database natin, then gagawa ulit tayo ng file which name lab.py, and then under this, import natin lahat ng module na kailangan natin as well as itong database natin, which is itong file na to, para magamit natin yung function na meron si database. Then, after that, we will create tkinter window which name custom tkinter.ctk para makagawa tayo ng modern graphical unit interface. And then, our title is for the window is the job application tracking system. Then, nagset tayo ng size niya, which is 1350 by 590. And then, yung magiging color niya, yung magiging background color niya, ito. And then, yung magiging size niya, para i-false natin siya, para hindi na siya ma-resize or maging resizable. And then, here we have font 1, which is, ito yung font na gagamitin natin. Ito yung size ng font, and i-bold natin siya, same as sa font 2. And then, after that, meron tayong add to tree view dito. So, after nating makagawa ng tkinter window, is gagawa na tayo dito ng mga list natin. So, ang first natin, we have the number label here. Then, i-connect natin siya dito sa tkinter window natin. And then, root, which is ito. Itong root na to, yung pangalan niya. Yan, yung pangalan niya. And then, yung font na ginamit natin, yung kanina, which is the font 1. Then, the name of this number is application number. And then, we have here the text color and the background color. And then, dito naman yung place niya kung saan natin ipi-place sa part ng ating windows. Then, after the number label, here we have number entry, kung saan tayo pwedeng makapag-enter or kung saan pwedeng makapag-enter si user ng data. So, kukonect lang natin siya sa ating tkinter window. And then, root, yung pangalan ng ating ito, yung pangalan ng ating window. And then, font 1, yung font natin kanina. Then, we have here text color na nilagay natin. And then, for foreground color, we have white. This means white. And then, the border width, like kung saan siya i-enter, kung masyado ba siyang, kung gusto mo ba na ano ba siya, pa-oblong or medyo pa-rectangle. and then width kung gaano kahaba yung sa gilid niya. And then we have here the border color, the block, and then the placeholder for digits. So ipapakita ko sa inyo yan mamaya. And then we have here the placeholder, and this is the color. Then sa place naman, ganun din kung saang part natin siya ng window ilalagay. Then after ng name entry natin, we have here the name label. Iko-connect ulit natin siya sa ating window. Then root, kung alin yung pinaka-root natin or yung pinaka name ng ating application. And then the font one, yung font natin kanina. And then yung name nitong name label is ginawa ko siyang name. And then here the text color, kung anong color nung letters. Then background color is this. Then place kung saan natin siya gustong ilagay sa part ng ating window. Same as this one and this one are the same lang. Magkaiba lang sila ng place. So ito, i-connect natin siya sa window natin, then root, yung mismong application natin, pinangalanan lang natin siyang root, then font 1, then the text color, then the foreground color, border width, kung gaano ba ka-sharp yung gilid ng iyong border, and then width, kung gaano kahaba, then border color. Then ito naman yung place, name that entry underscore name underscore entry that place, kung saan natin siya gustong ilagay sa part ng window. And then this X, ito yung nasa baba niya, and then this Y, ito yung vertical, and then this X, ito yung horizontal. So we have here also the gender label. Kukonek ulit natin siya sa ating window, and then sa root, then font 1 kung anong gustong font na gamitin natin, then text, gender, and then the color, and then the background, and then the background color. So yung place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay sa ating window. So we have option sa ating label. Naglagay tayo ng male, female, and others. And we also use a string var para makapili tayo kung alin ba yung gusto natin, kung male ba, female, or others. Then we have here the gender options. Then i-connect natin siya sa ating window, and then root, and then the font na gusto natin gamitin, text color, foreground color, drop down hover color, which is yung pagpipilian natin sa ating mga options, and then button, hover color, width, then variable 1, values option, state, read only, and then border color, and then border width. So ang isaset natin sa ating option, which is male. So pag ano ng window natin is male ka agad yung makikita natin, kasi nga yun yung nakaset sa ating gender option. Then place kung saan natin siya gustong ilagay. Then after that, gagawa naman tayo dito ng job title, and then i-connect ulit natin siya sa ating window. Then yung root, itong root na to, i-connect niya to lahat dito sa ginawa nating name ng ating window, which is the root. So, saan na tayo? Then, ito din sa job title, the font, the text, job title, text color, background color. Itong place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay. Same as this, the job title entry. Yung root, i-connect natin siya sa main, main window natin. Then, the font color, foreground color, border, width, then border color. And then, the place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay. Then, you have here the company label. Kukonek ulit natin siya. Then, the root, the font, and then the text, which is the company, and then the text color, kung anong color ng letters yung gusto mo, and then the background color, kung anong gusto mo na magiging background ng iyong label. Then, place, kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay. Then, we have also here the company entry. Kukonek natin sa, sa Tkinter window natin, then the root, which is the R, parang This is our main root. Then we have here the font 1, which is yung pinakauna natin ginawa kanina, kung anong letters, design na letters na gusto mo. Then the text color, the foreground color, the border width, kung sharp ba yung sa gilid yung gusto mo or hindi. Then the width, kung gaano kalapad yung gusto mo. And then the border color. And then the place kung saan mo siya gusto ilagay. Then we have also here the status, connect na sa ating Tkinter window, the root, then font ulit, then the text which is the status, the letters color or the text color, and the background color, and the place kung saan mo siya gusto ilagay. And then sa status, same as dito sa ating ginawa kay gender label. So we have also here status option. So dito naman sa status is gagawa tayo ng combo box, which is we name the custom tkinter.ctk combo box. And then ito yung mga laman niya, the root, the font, the text color, the foreground color, the hover color until dito. And then yung variable natin is si status entry, which is ito. And then gumawa tayo ng string bar para maano natin. So gumawa tayo ng string bar para matrack natin yung values nitong si combo box. So ganun lang din yung sa ating gender options. So after natin dito sa status, then ito, nakaset siya ng pending pala. So, pag open natin, pending kaagad yung nakalitaw. Then, the place kung saan natin siya ilalagay. Then, under the status combo box is we have the date label. Then, kukonect natin siya sa ating window. Then, sa root. Then, we have font, text, the date apply, the text color, and the background color, and the place kung saan mo siya gusto ilagay. And then, we also have the date entry. Kukonect natin siya. Then the root, the font, text color, foreground color, border, width, border. Yan. Then after nun, ganun lang yung gagawin natin. Same lang sa ginawa natin nung una. And then halos papalitan lang din natin yung mga place nila. Then dito na tayo sa save button. Then yan, i-connect natin siya sa custom Tkinter. Then command insert. So, itong insert na to, ituturo ko sa inyo mamaya kung saan ba siya napunta or kung paano siya gumagana. Then, we have here the font. Ito, yan. Itong text color, save applicant. So, we have here the font 1, kung anong font na gagamitin natin. Then, this value, ito yung mag-serve as kung gaano kalaki yung font na gusto natin gamitin. And then, bold para parang mas maging highlight siya. Then, the text, the save applicant, the foreground color, then the rest. So, we have here the update button. Kukonect natin siya, and then, i-connect din natin siya kay root, then same as sa command. Ang command na gagawin natin dito, ito yung mga yon. Ito yung mga yon. So, I will teach you later how to do that. Then, ito yung laman ng ating update button. Yan. Then, we have here the search button. Kukonect natin siya kay Tkinter. Then, the root, our main root. Then, the search. Yan, mamaya yan. Then, we have here the font 1. Then, the kung gaano kalaking letters. Then, text color. Yan, ito yung mga kinukunti niyang laman. So, next naman, we have the clear button here. Yan, and we use font color, text color, until dito. So, same as delete button. You have here the button, the command, the font, until dito. And then, next naman is mag-create tayo ng style na tree view na gusto natin na gawin. So, we have here the style, the tree view, then the font na 2, which is yung to kanina na font natin, which is this one. And then, the foreground color, the background color, and the foreground color or ito yung magiging kabuoang background ng ating tree view. So magkaiba siya sa mismong background ng window natin. Then we have here the background, the selected, and then the color. Bali kung ano yung sinelect mo na data dun sa ating tree view is ito yung magiging color niya. And then we have here, and then here nagset tayo ng my name tree, and then gagawa tayo ng tree view which is the height is 20. So it means na 20 na applicants or data yung kasya dito sa tree view na to. And then next, gagawa tayo ng columns containing numbers, name, gender, job title, company status, and then date apply. And then after that is mag-create tayo ng column, and then ito yung first column natin is i-hide natin siya. And then the second column is the number. Then ito yung anchor niya which is the center sila. Then the name, the gender, the job title, company status, and date applied. After the column, we have the heading kung saan nakasulat yung ating mga text. We have here the number, name, gender, job title, company, status, and date apply. And then yung three place natin, yung parang mismong table natin kung saan natin siya gustong ilagay sa part ng ating windows. We have here the 420 over 50. So, let's try to run it kung may error nga ba or kung gagana siya. Then, ito na. So, ito yung tree view natin, and then we have here the heading. These are the heading, and then ito yung mga column. Yan, ito yung mga column. And by the way guys, after natin gumawa nitong windows natin, so meron na tayo lahat. Ang problema na lang natin kung ma-add ba natin itong mga data natin sa ating preview. Let's try. So wala siyang na-add dito. So ang next naman natin na gagawin is paano natin malalagay yung mga data natin dito sa loob ng ating preview. Exit muna natin. So we will create function name add to tree view, and then we are create applicants, then database that fetch applicant, which is this fetch applicant is makikita natin siya dito. Itong function na to. Then after that, my tree dot delete, then my tree dot get children. So nilagay natin ito para ma-prevent natin na magkaroon ng same data sa isang row ng multiple times. Then we have here the for applicants and applicants, then my tree is insert, then the values is the applicant. So after natin gumawa ng function is i-add natin ito si tree view dito sa hulihan, which is this, the add to tree view. So, next naman natin gagawin ay gagawa ulit tayo ng function which is clear. So, after natin gumawa ng function, if click, and then ito yung my tree natin which is the tree view, then ang laman nito is the number, entry, the name, the variable, the job, the company, and then the status, then the data entry. Then, after natin gumawa ng function na clear, is magde-define ulit tayo ng function which is the display data. Then, the parameter is event. So, ito, gagawa tayo ng variables. Pick item equals my tree. Itong my tree natin is yung ating tree view. And then, pick item, ito, row equals my tree item pick. Then, values. Then, we have here the number, the name, the variable, the job, the company, the status, and the date. And then pass, gagamitin natin to para hindi magkaroon ng error or mag-run yung ating yung ating function. So after that, you have here the delete function, then ito, gagawa tayo ng variable is equals to my3, which is our tree view. And then, if not pick item, message box, show error, maglalagay tayo dito ng show error na title ng error. So, kapag yung user is gusto niya mag-delete ng applicant, but never siya nag-click or wala siyang kinlik na specific data, is ito yung lilitaw na error. So, sabihin niya, select an applicant to delete. Else naman sa delete, number equals number entry, ito. I-add din natin siya sa tree view. Then, dito naman, ang title niya is success, yung ating window. Then, dito naman, kapag si user is nag-click siya ng specific applicant na gusto niyang i-delete, ito yung lilitaw. Data has been deleted. Then, after sa delete, we have here the update. So, ito din, pick item, kung ano yung pinili niya. Yun yung mapupunta sa ating tree view. So, kung wala siyang pinili, kung wala siyang kinlik dun sa ating tree view, sa ating data, maglalabas siya ng error, which is sasabihin niya, select an applicant to update. Or else naman, kapag may kinlik naman siya, may pinindot naman siyang specific data or specific applicant, ito siya, number equals number entry.get. So, pwede na siyang maglagay ng panibagong data dun sa mga list na yon. Then, after that, after clicking the update button, ito yung magiging result. The success and then the message, which is the data has been updated. Then, after that, we have the function name insert. We have here the number equals number, ito, entry get, ito, yan. Ang sabi niya naman dito, if not, kung hindi yung number, name, gender, job title, company, status, and date applied, kung isa man dyan ay hindi niya na fill in, ito yung lilitaw. Magkakaroon siya ng error and then sabihin niya, complete all fields. Ano naman, else if naman, parang or the database that number exists, magkakaroon din siya ng error, sasabihin niya, no is, number is already exists. If the user is nag-enter siya ng number dun sa application number, but may nauna ng applicant na nakapag login sa ganun number, is ito yung sasabihin niya, numbers already exist. Kasi nga, hindi siya pwedeng magka-press ng number. Else naman, kapag na-fill pa niya, ito lahat, and then wala siyang kapares na number, and then na-fill in niya naman lahat to, then, ito yung magiging info natin. The title is success, and then yung message na is data has been inserted. So, after that, diba we have a search button. This is the search button. We have here the define search function. And then, the search window here, gumawa tayo ng variable dito. It's equals tk top level. So, ito yung ginamit natin para makapag-create ulit ng panibagong window, and then i-connect natin siya sa ating main root. And then window ulit, which is yung title natin is search applicant, and then window geometry, kung ano yung size niya, and then kung ano yung background color niya. And then ito yung variable natin, sasabihin niya, i-connect natin siya sa ating tkinter window, and then search window, which is ito. Then, the font, yung pinakauna natin ginawang font, and ang text na nakasulat doon, or the label na nakasulat doon is search by number. So, text color, and this background. So, yusin natin yung background niya. So, this background. And then, the place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay ng part ng ating window or frame. Then, next naman, we have here the search entry. Kukonect natin siya kay tkinter, then search window, which is ito. Then font, then text color, foreground color, border, width kung gaano ba ka-sharp yung gilid, then width kung gaano ba kalapad, and then the border color. So place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay. And then ito naman, after nito, after nating makabuo ng parang label doon and entry, we have magdi-define under ni function na search, magdi-define ulit tayo ng function which is perform search. And then ito, gumawa tayo ng search term, search entry.get. So kapag si search term, if search term is digit, ito naman, i-check niya kung yung search ba na nilagay natin doon sa search bar is same sa ating tree view na nakalagay. Parang i-ano niya kung valid na number ba yung meron tayo doon. So next naman here, ito yung applicants natin. These applicants, ito yon. Saan ba yan? Yung ginawa nating ito yung variable, then database, then fetch applicants. So ito pala yon. Ito yon. Ito yung ating function. Then my tree, delete my tree that get children. Yan. Kapag ito naman is yung number na nilagay natin doon sa search bar is hindi siya parehas doon sa number na meron tayo sa tree view, is magre-return yung value na false. Then for applicants, in applicants, if yung search natin, sinearch natin is index 0, then insert applicants, and then yung values natin is applicants, mag-return siya na true. If not found naman, kung wala naman siyang nahanap, is mag-show siya ng info and sasabihin niya na there are no applicants registered with this number. So kapag nag-enter tayo ng number na wala naman dun sa ating tree view or in-input na data bago tayo mag-search, ito yung lilitaw na result. Otherwise naman, kung ano naman, 'di ba, number yung hinahanap niya. Otherwise, kung nag-input tayo ng name or ibang data aside sa number, ito yung sabihin niya, please enter a valid number. Then otherwise, then ito yon. Ito yung sa, kunyari, nag-search tayo ng name, ito yung lalabas. Please enter number to search. So sa ating search button naman, dito sa parang frame ng ating search, we have here custom tkinter.ctk button, search window, which is ito, then command, perform search, itong function na to, then font 1 yung ginamit natin, then text color, search, title, foreground color, ito, yan. And then, yung place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay. And then, after that naman, wag natin kakalimutan yung mga label natin. Lalagyan natin sila ng command. And then, here, yung sa save button natin, lalagyan natin siya ng command insert. Which is yung insert na to, ito yung function na ginawa natin kanina. Which is ito, this insert. So, kapag nakapag-input na tayo lahat ng data, and then we click the save button, magsasave na siya sa ating tree view. The next one, the update. Ito, update button. The command is update, and then ito yung function na ginawa natin. So kapag naman nag-update tayo, then kapag na-update na natin yung gusto nating gawing data, then we click the update button, mag-perform itong update na function natin. Then next naman tayo, we have here the command. Sa search button, we have here the search, which is yung ginawa nating function kanina na search. So kapag pinindot natin yung search button, is mag-execute itong si search function natin. So we have also here clear button. We use lambda, and then clear is true. So next one is the delete button. We have here the delete. So, itong delete, yung function din niya na delete. Then, so, meron na tayo nito. Alos, tapos na natin lahat. And then, next one naman is maglalagay tayo ng, eto, my3.bind button release, then display data. So, itatry natin, eto na lahat. Ito na lahat yung code na kailangan natin to make a job application tracking system. So, let's try to run it kung magra-run na ba siya. So, this is the final result. Then, di ba kanina when we input data, hindi siya nag-save because wala pa tayong mga function. And then here, let's try to save applicant. Sabi niya, number is already exists. So, like what I said kanina, hindi tayo pwede magka-press sa number. So, let's try to change the number. Yan, data has been inserted. So, now, let's try to add new applicant. 2. Name, Nika. Female. Job title, chef. Company, Golden Co. Pending. Then, save applicant. So, diba, we have here our data. If we want to search applicant, let's click the search applicant, then type the specific number you want to search. Yeah. So, let's, no. For example, we search name, Nix. The window will say please enter a valid number because yung specified natin sa ating search kanina is number lang. So, let's try to search by number. Ito na, na-search nyo na si Nix. So, let's try naman to search yung kanina, 222. And then, kunyari, we have here, diba, the 4 digits too. So, let's try to add 3 digits. Sasabihin niya, there are no applicants registered with this enter numbers. So, wala siyang mahanap na ganong number na applicant. Then, after that, if we want to delete this applicant, just, no. If we want to update the applicant, let's click the specific data and then change it. If you want to change this as well, you can do so. Then, update applicant. And if you want to delete, just click and then click the delete button. Okay. So, then delete. Okay. So, that's how you make job application tracking system para sa ating system na gagawin natin sa PyCharm using custom tkinter. So, also we have here these are the combo box. Yan, these are the combo box. You can change it wherever you want. Then, so, yun lang. Then, nakita naman natin na these buttons are gumagana and we don't see any problem here. Then, the next one naman is we are going to make login system dito din sa PyCharm and using also the custom tkinter. So guys, for this tutorial naman sa ating login, sa ating login system is kailangan muna nating ma-install itong mga kailangan na module. So, diba kanina nakapag-install na tayo ng custom tkinter. So, ngayon mag-install tayo ng ito. Install natin to. Terminal, and then let's install this. So, after installing that, ito na. So, gumawa ko dito ng variable na window, which is, ito siya. Nag-create din tayo ng tkinter natin. So, ginagamit natin si custom tkinter para makapagawa at generate tayo ng modern graphical unit interface. So, ang window title natin is user login. And then, the geometry, the size of our window is 500 by 400, and then the background, and then kung magiging kung maano ba natin yung size niya, kung ma-change ba natin yung size niya, false, it means hindi natin siya ma-change. And then we have here the kinonect natin si SQLite kay login window.db. Etong window login.db, ito yung ginawa kong database. So, lahat ng function niya ay magagamit natin para sa ating login. So, after that, to cursor, and then gumawa ulit tayo ng table dito, the username text not null, password text not null. Then, after that, gumawa tayo ng function na login, then variable username, then username entry.get, password entry.get. Sabi niya is if username is not equal to the yung in-enter ng user, and password is not equal to the in-enter na password ng user, ito yung sabihin niya. Then execute niya, then select password where username is equals to the username, and then fetch the result. Then if result, atong bcrypt na to, ito yung module na gagamitin natin para makapag-execute tayo ng password. And then kapag naging yung result niya is true, and then magiging success, and then sabi niya is login successful. And then after nating makapag-login, so ganito kasi siya. So, ganito ang magiging itsura ng ating system. So, after natin makapag-login, is etong frame na to is mawawala. And then, madi-destroy siya or mag-quit siya. Then, after that, if bcrypt, check pw password encode. Tapos na tayo dyan. Then, else pala, show error. Nag-error siya kung mali yung password na tinype mo, incorrect password. Then, kung mali yung username, incorrect username. Then, kung isang data lang yung input mo doon sa dalawang entry na yon, sabihin niya input all data. Then, after that, dito na muna tayo. After that pala, dito muna tayo. Gagawa muna tayo ng login frame. Ito yung first window natin. As you can see, naka-comment siya dito. User login frame, ito, custom tkinter, kukonect natin siya sa ating window, tkinter, then tkinter frame, ito yung frame natin, gumawa din tayo ng frame, then window sa main, natin, like main application natin, then color, foreground color, width, height, and then frame, place kung saan part ng window mo siya gusto ilagay, and then we have also here, user login label, kukonect natin siya sa tkinter, then ito, label also, lalagyan natin siya ng label, then user login frame, which is ito, kinonect lang natin, then the font, the size, and the bold. Then we have here the title, which is the login, then text color, ito, background color, ito, then ito kung saan yung place na gusto mo siya, kung saan mo siya gusto ilagay. Then we have also here username entry. Then, kukunak ulit natin siya sa ating window, then ck3 entry. Itong entry na to, para doon pwedeng mag-input si user ng data. Then, user login frame, kukunak natin siya kay login. Then, to font, then text color, foreground color, border width, height, hanggang dito sa huli. So, next naman is user password entry. Same lang din. Kukonek natin yung entry para makapaglagay ng data si user, then login frame, and then ito yung mga laman niya. Then next naman, user login button. We have here, connect natin kay Tkinter window and then button naman para makapag-create tayo ng button. Then we have here login frame. Yan, kukonect natin siya sa variable na ginawa natin kanina. Then we have command login. So itong command login na to, ito yung pinakauna natin ginawa kanina, which is itong function na to. So kapag kinubad natin siya, lahat ng function na to is mag-execute siya kapag pinindot natin yung button na login. So ito yung font, then size, text color, then hanggang dulo. Next naman, we have here the phrase. Itong phrase na to, ito yun. Itong sign in phrase. Do you have an account? Ayan siya. So, to login. Yan, nakakonect lang din. Gumawa din tayo dito ng kinonect natin siya sa Tkinter, then font, then size. And then yung text na nakasulat doon is don't have an account, sabi niya. So, don't forget to put backspace para hindi mag-concatenate yung ating mga strings. And then, text color, and then background. Then, yung place. Then, sign up switch. This sign up switch is this one. And then, yan, ito, button. Kasi button din siya. I-click natin. User frame. Then, command, mamaya na tong command, then font, ito yung font, the size, then name niya, sign up, text color, ito, background color, and width. Then, after that naman, dito na tayo sa second window natin. Like itong window na to is si login window. So, kung wala pa tayong account, we can click the sign up button. So, this sign up button, ito yung magsisilbi yung second window natin. So, here's how you do it. Same lang siya sa nauna. We have here sign up. Yung login, pinalitan lang natin ng sign up. Ito frame, ito window. Connect natin siya sa main window natin, which is ito. Then, background color, foreground color, width, and then height. So, label, ito yung label natin. Kukonect natin siya, and then lalagyan natin siya ng label kasi nga, label lang siya. Then, ito, kukonect natin siya dito. Then, ito yung font, size, then bold, then sign up, kung ano yung name ng ating label. Text color, background color. Then, place kung saan natin siya gusto ilagay. Then, user name entry 2. So, nilagyan natin siya ng 2 dito kasi nga, pangalawang username na natin yon or sa second window na natin siya ilalagay. So, you can you can change this whatever you want. And then, ito, yung create tayo ng Tkinter, then entry, kung saan makakapag-entry ng data si user, then user sign up, ito, connect natin. Then, ito lang din, katulad lang din nung kanina, and then, sa uli. So, yun lang din. Next naman, sa password, ganun lang din, nilagyan lang din natin siya ng 2 kasi sa pangalawang window na siya. So, entry, then, create custom Tkinter, mag-create tayo ng Tkinter, then entry, then sign up. So, ganun lang din yung huli niya. Then, next one is user sign up button, this one, then, to button, kasi nga, button yung gagawin natin. Like, kiniklik. So, sign up, then command. Mamaya yung command, I will teach you how to do that. To font, hanggang sa huli. So, here, the login phrase, we have here, label. This login phrase is this one. So, this one, already have an account, this is the login phrase. Then, area, then ito yung text niya, already have an account, text color, background color, and then place kung nasa natin siya ilalagay. Then, login switch, create ito, kinonect natin siya sa ating custom Tkinter, and then button, kasi nga, button yung gagawin natin. And then, ito, kinonect lang natin siya dito sa ginawa natin kanina, then, yung command natin, mamaya yun, and then we have here the font, the size, text color, to hanggang width. Then after that, don't forget to tawagin natin ang ating function. Itong function na to, ito siya. Ito yung pinaka main system natin. So tatawagin natin siya. Then after that naman, so okay na tayo dito sa ating mga label, entry, and buttons. So after that, paano ba siya gagana? Then after login, 'di ba ito yung pinakauna natin ginawa? We have here the display login. Ito, magde-define tayo. Sign in frame.pack forget. And then user login frame fill both. Ito. So si login, kapag in-enter natin si sign up, which is ito, in-enter natin itong si sign up, itong first window natin is magpo-forget siya or magdi-disappear siya. So let's try to click this sign up. Yon. So baliktad pala. So ito naman, ito sabi niya, user sign up frame.pack forget. So, kapag pinindot na natin si login yung pinindot natin. And then, as you can see, ito yung window ni sign up. Kapag pinindot natin yan, mawawala si sign up, mapapalitan siya ni login. Then, so, next one naman is we have here the sign up. Then, we have here the variable, username entry2.get. Kukunin natin yung mga data nila. Then, if username is not equal to the data na in-input and password is hindi din equal sa data na in-input, mag-execute si cursor and then sasabihin niya, select username where username is equal to the username. And then, fetch the result is not none. Then, kapag yung username sa sign up natin, kapag may katulad na siya na username na ginawa before ng isang user, ang sasabihin niya is username is already taken. Otherwise naman, kapag nakapag-input na siya ng username and password, ito yung sasabihin niya, account successfully created. Then display log. And then after nun, after nating makapag-sign up, is magdi-display ulit yung frame ni login. That's why we put this display login button. Then otherwise, kung isang isang entry lang nilagay niya, like username lang nilagay niya, then mag-show error siya, then sasabihin niya input all data. Then after that, maggagawa ulit tayo ng function which is the display sign up. Then itong display sign up naman, ito siya. So sabihin natin user login frame.pack. So itong si login, kapag pinindot natin si sign up, itong login na to, itong frame ni login, mawawala siya. Kasi nga, gumamit tayo ng forget. So, let's try this. So, yun. Napalitan siya ng sign up. So, after naman nito, nakagawa na tayo ng function. Babalik ulit tayo dito kay login button. So, yung command natin, si login button, lalagyan natin siya ng command na login ito para itong function ni login is mag-execute siya when we click the button. Same as sa sign up switch, kukuman natin siya display sign up. So kapag yung function ni display sign up, ito display sign up, mag-execute siya kapag pinindot natin yon. Then next one naman is user, and next one naman is we have here this user sign up button. Kapag kinuman natin si sign up, mag-execute yung function ni sign up, which is ito. I-execute niya to lahat kapag pinindot natin yung sign up na button. Then same as this login switch, kapag kinumad natin to, mag-execute si display login, which is ito. So ito, and then ito din, like after natin makagawa ng data sa ating sign up, Then magbabalik ulit siya sa login na frame natin. So basically, ganun lang ang paggawa ng ating login system. So let's try to run kung gagana nga ba siya. So we have here, since we don't have account, then click the sign up, then username, sign up, then lagay tayo ng username. For example, let's say Nika 123. Then the password is Nika 1. So sign up. If we click this sign up, mapupunta ulit tayo dun sa frame ng ating login frame. And then this one pala, by the way, this one, itong parang point na to, ang ginawa natin dyan, ito yung ginawa natin dyan. Wait. Ito, password entry, show. We have here the show. So, every time we put data sa password, ito yung makikita sa ating screen. So, let's try to sign up this. We have here, sign up. Then, the screen show account successfully created. Then, ayun, nagbalik siya sa login. So, let's try to input the data we created. 1, 2, 3 pala to. 1, 2, 3. So, ito, sabi ko Nika lang. Then, sabi niya incorrect password. So, lalagay ko yung password ko na sinulat ko kanina. Then, tanggalin natin isa dito. Sabi niya, incorrect username kasi hindi siya same sa username na ginawa natin sa sign up. Then, ito na yung tamang ginawa natin sa username. Let's click the login. Then, the screen will show login successful. So, ito naman, after we click the OK, the frame will disappear. Kasi nga, naglagay tayo dito ng this one. Naglagay tayo ng window.quit. So, let's try to click this. So, yun na. Nag-quit siya. So, that's how you create a login system sa PyCharm and using custom tkinter. So, ito lang siya. This button. And so, let's try ulit. Kapag naglagay tayo ng data na wala naman sa system, sasabihin niya, incorrect username. Kasi nga, since wala pa tayong account, we need to sign up. So, let's try ulit to sign up. Diba kanina, I already create one account. So, gayahin natin yung username niya. And then, ibang password naman. Then, let's try to click sign up. Then, sabi niya, yung unang user kanina is nag-sign up na siya. Then, hindi siya pwedeng umulit yung username. So, dapat ibang username yung gagamitin natin. So, ito. Then, the password. Let's try gamitin natin yung password kanina. Sabihin naman niya, ito, account successfully created. So, nakapag-create na tayo. Then, dito na ulit tayo sa login. Wait lang, login ko yung pinaka-account na una natin ginawa kanina. Yan, login successful. So, ayun na siya. Ganun lang siya gumana. Ganun na yung purpose niya. So, I hope may natutunan kayo kung paano gumawa ng system using PyCharm and using custom tkinter. So, yun lang. Thank you.